Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to our this series of videos in which we are showing you how you can develop a dashboard in using Microsoft Excel as a front end. In the front, we have only Microsoft Excel worksheet, and we will use VBA. We are using VBA, and for the backend, on the backend, to keep all the data into a database, we are using Microsoft Access. So we get connected to the Microsoft Access using ADODB, a tool which is available for developers when they do the programming. So they set as reference to ADODB, Microsoft API, and a reference that is necessary in order to pass on the SQL, pass on in order to create the activities and on the database, like creation of a table or adding of records into a table, or extracting record on the basis of SQL string, extracting the record and putting them into the record set, and then developing a report. So ADODB is the keyword for this, and we have set it up in VBA, and it's working fine. So at this parallelly, we are keeping adding value into the system. This is in the beginning we started it for a limited scope of Muslim believers, that they have to perform six prayers mandatory every day, and if they miss, so a backlog is created. So the older you are, the more backlog is there for you to to quickly settle that backlog, clear the backlog before it's too late, right? And this is the obligation. Yeah. So those who want to use the same activity for different activities other than the salat, they can use the same thing in that. So we are, it's a multi-purpose tool, which is designed for anybody who want to settle its overdues. And on daily basis, you can keep on performing and keep entering the performance into the database. For example, you take the user which we created yesterday, Roman. Okay, in previous video, this was Roman Justin, and if we click OK, so what, by clicking we are saying that uh, we are entering the performance of 5 days backlog of whatever the backlog it has, right? So we click OK, so it says they're ready to add 5 records. You say yes for the 19th. Yeah, so this is the status, and all the figures are changed. You can see, yeah, these are the Rowan's dashboard, and it says a report where Rowan is standing at the moment. Seven 26 are due. Yeah. Yeah, so 3621 is the number of records which we have for this user, Rowan, right? 3621. This is the last record. Okay. So why this figure is 21,000 in due? Because on every day, these are these are divided by 6. That gives you exactly 36,021, because on daily basis, uh, the 6 activities per day were mandatory. And that is what has been entered in here. If you go into the matter, you see what are the mandatory per day mandate. Per day mandate is 6, right? So if we have a different mandate, then this has to be changed, right? So 6 per day, 6 activities per day is the rate, right? So that's why it is 21,726. Okay, so that's it. So if you say that how many are due? So if you divide it by 6, which means 1452 should come in here. If you go to the master for the drawing, and we say that overdue. That means not performed, right? Overdue. So you will see the total 1452 exactly, right? So that's why it is 1452. And so this is actually how we are tied up with this database, and the pie chart is developed, is ready to be emailed to Robin with all this information. This text will be not fixed. It will be depending on what you have here. If you go to the view users and you have the DB title, this one, dashboard title, right? If you say a different code, then that is going to be replaced in here, right? So this is going to be dynamically changing according to the user selection, the selected user, right? Okay. Now, as you see that when we enter, when we open the file, let me save it. When we open the file, it we have set a procedure that each time of the file is open, the user's record, all the list of the user is recreated, and this. So it has missed in getting the country, right? Why? Because we have introduced a new field in here that is the mandate. If you see, if you compare it side by side, you will see this, right? Okay. The first is the user ID. That's right. The second is the username. Third is user email. Fourth is local rate. And then is the currency and per day mandate. And the last is, and then is the city, and last country is missing. Previously, the country was coming, but country is missed out. Why? This is the question. Why this time the country is not coming? Previously, it was coming because we have added a sheet and we have added a field in here. And in future, we might be adding more fields here and there, and that would uh, uh, cause a problem. So we have to adjust our code. You see in the code we have this procedure: update user dropdown. Update user dropdown is our code, our step which we do whenever the sheet is open. Whenever the sheet is open, this is the command which says that go and perform this. So this is where we have hard-coded 7. So it is only taking the 7 fields from the record set. This is the record set, which is taking all the records from the users table. Users is what is users? These are it's actually the table, a command, table command, right? So it is listing all this. So what we should do to make it dynamic is that we write say field is equal to fields equal to rst, that is our record set, dot what we do fields, that's the fields dot count. In database, the fields are actually the columns, right? So this will bring 7 in here, or 8, or how many fields are there. That maybe keep adding, we maybe keep adding in it. So we want everything to be displayed. So this time we remove 7 from here and we write fields. FLD, right? Exact spelling with what we have initialized a variable, FLD, and so means to list all the fields of the users in the setup sheet. In the setup sheet, this is the setup sheet. First thing it does is that it goes to the setup sheet, clears all the contents, then it starts the record set, which is having all the users listed, and then starting from the first record, it is putting all the fields of one record, then it is going to the next record, and do while means do it until the means until all the rows are addressed, right? That's it. Okay, and then it uh, performs. It exits this loop, and then it performs all these things, right? Okay, so this is the thing which we have done. Now let's see its impact. So for this, we have to close the workbook to see the country is coming as well as the newly added field, right? So let's close it. Okay, I'm reopening the Excel workbook. This is my workbook, Excel, right? That's it. So you can see now it was actually performing what we have said. So it has problem in the item cannot be found in the collection corresponding to the requested name or owner. Right. Okay. We go to debug, we debug it. So what is it? This is R minus one. R is the R. Okay. The R is one. Yeah. So R1 is wrong, I think. So it has done the job. How it has done the job, and okay, it is less than or equal to fields, right? Okay, okay. So the next thing which is it is trying to load is R R. Okay, R is equal to 10. If we say the 0 is this, okay, so it should start with the 1, right? So the right thing to do is instead of making R is equal to less than or equal to FLD, so it should be less than FLD, right? This is only, so we have found the error, what we have done, and this will do the desired action, and you will get the result. You can see the system is ready with the country, and you have the country, the city as well as country listed. No matter how many fields you have, it's you do not need to do anything. Now it is dynamically going to bring all the data in the setup sheet, and you will have all these things ready. Why do we want this to be done? Because this many times we have a different rate. We so we have to display a uh, different data, right, on the basis of the set, and also a different currency. For example, you have a currency. The currency is PSO here. So what should it do? It should bring not PKR. In case of Roman, it should bring what? It should bring uh, the right currency. So how to bring the right currency? All you need to do is a lookup. We look up. Okay. And what to look up? You have to look up this code, right? Okay. And then where to look up? So it should look up here. We select the entire range here. Okay. And which thing it should pick? This is the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comma 5. That's the fifth column to be picked. And we say false to it to have an exact match, and that's it. And we can close the bracket. That's it. So this will bring the right procedure. So this is F3, that's right. And Rowan has, okay. So since you want to bring, you want to see PSO in here, right? So your user should be what? Maria. So you will say that is PSO, that much. Okay. Also, the rate is to be changed, right? Where is the rate? The rate is here. So this rate is going to be changed. So we use the lookup function here. We look up. Okay. What to look up? We have to look up this code. And where to look up? We have to look up from here to this. Yeah. So this time it will bring not 180, 190, right? So 4, comma, 4, comma, false. That's it. So this is going to bring 190, and you will get this here. Okay, so you want a space to be between the currency and this. Okay, we put a space in here. So we put and we put a quote with a space. So this is concatenation of a space in the right place so that the currency is separated with the amount, right? So this is how we have shown you that we adjust the code and make the things dynamic so that this is once done. Now there's no need to go into the code to tackle it. It will dynamically change the currency when you have a different currency which has PKR, for example, right? So it will change PKR, right? And if you have change it to Maria, so it will change it to to PSO. That's right. So this way we make the things dynamic, and no need to recalculate. It will automatically recalculate the things as per, right? Because it is using the right rate directly from the user's master table. User's table is here, and whatever is the rate, it is being is taking the effect. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.